Morning, everyone. Here we are, Saturday again. Lovely to see you all last week, and thank you for all your comments and the experiences and stories that a few of you sent me. Today, as you know, we're going to talk about resilience, and really good time to do it because it's March, and I think the word march, as in marching forward, is a great action word to represent resilience, because resilience is about adapting to adversity and having the tools to be resilient against all the not so great times that we have in our lives. I think we can all basically say that our resilience has grown in the last year because of COVID. I was talking to a friend the other day about going forward and about going backwards, and it's good to go backwards and reflect and learn from the past, but there's no point staying there. We don't have a choice. We have to go forward. Time only goes forward, it doesn't go backwards. We walk forward, we face forward. If we're supposed to be looking in the past all the time, our feet would be round the other way, and so would our head. We'd be walking backwards. So finding tools on resilience, then, I think the tools are life experiences. I think that the more pain, whether that be physical, mental, emotional, loss, grief, all of those things, I think the more pain that we experience, we learn from, and then our resilience grows. I think once we've gone through trauma or stress or pain or loss, we find there's more purpose to life. There's more purpose in ourselves. I think our confidence grows, and therefore we've become more resilient. We're more resilient to the things that are thrown at us. As like I said, about being adaptable. There's many different ways that we would go through all of those horrible things like stress and trauma. It could be financial, it could be home, it could be work, it could be family, relationships, could be health. And I think that there are some key elements to increasing your resilience, and I'm going to start with health on the first one. Good diet, as they always say, everything in moderation. I say don't give up everything. Life's too short and we have to enjoy it. But have a good diet. Always have exercise. Get outside, like I've said before. And the most important one of all of that is sleep. Sleep produces resilience because it makes you want to get up and get on. If you don't have enough sleep, then you will not have those feelings. So coping strategies then. How do we cope with all those horrible things to make us become more resilient? Listen, don't judge. I always think, why are we here? Everyone judges. We're not here to judge anyone. Everybody is the same. We do the same things. We might do it in a different way. Some people might have more money, some people might have less, some people might have more material things, some will have less. We are all the same, and we all have to learn to share our experiences, because otherwise other people can't learn. And we always learn when we're in an uncomfortable place. We never learn when everything's great and hunky-dory. As much as it's nice to be there, the most challenging positions are the places you learn. So, mindfulness. It's about focusing on one task at once. That will, once you've completed that one task, you then have reached a goal, and that will make you feel better, and that will make you feel more confident about yourself, and then you become more resilient about the not so great stuff. So having different mindsets, everyone's got a different mindset, but positive mindset is the most important. I think not everyone always achieves it. Not everyone's positive all the time. So in my life, I certainly haven't been. I'm more positive now than I probably have ever been in my life. And that's because my life experience, I have gone through some not so great times, but I don't sit and think about them all the time. I reflect on them and bring the bits forward that I've learnt from, and I share that, because then that produces the resilience we need. So I've got 3 words that remind me of resilience: rebuilding, resolving, and recovering. Also, in business, I think you become more resilient when people trust you. Because if they trust you, then you can produce more, you can share more, you get more work in, you have more clients. It all revolves around trust. You might get customers that say no to you, but actually you might find that actually customers that you don't actually want to work with anyway, because of mindset or because of ethics. So your resilience grows to the fact that no is always okay. Saying no is okay. Don't always be a yes person. No is strength. No is being resilient and finding your own strength within yourself. We're all allowed to say no. So, a couple of other things. We'll come back to resilience in a minute. Just thinking about the month of March, springtime. It's lovely to see the sunshine again, and I'm sure that we've all got a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, because resilient is what we've all had to be in the last year with COVID. And we don't really have a choice. We have to work. We have to go forward. We don't go backwards, like I mentioned earlier. So finding those tools, and everyone's toolbox will be completely different. So spend a few minutes of your time today or next week or whenever you want to do it, and reflect on what tools give you the resilience to go forward. Both in life, work, home, family, all of those things. The toolbox will be different for each, because each experience is different. But we need to grow resilience. It makes us stronger. It gives us more courage. It produces all the great things that we want in life. Now, colours. They say that one of the colours that represents resilience, mind went then, is brown. And I thought, oh, well, I understand from an earth point of view, it's brown, because brown is the earth and it's stable and all of those things. But also I look at brown as being mud, dirty. Some people like brown. I think this brown can produce a little bit of making you feel a bit low and lonely. So for me, resilience is about those lovely colours, especially those lovely colours we've got out at the minute, all those pale pinks, those beautiful yellows, and the lilacs, or the crocuses and the daffodils. Daffodil is a great example of resilience, because March is known for its March winds. March winds, April showers and all that. And yet they get battered, but they still manage to survive. They're still there. They come up every year, no matter what. So I think the daffodil is a great, great flower and product of resilience. Now, this morning I'm just going to give you a couple of things to think about. And I'm going to leave you with a quote, actually, from a Dr. Rick Hudson. But a couple of things to think about is, look at your attitude towards resilience. Look at your energy and your purpose. Look at the confidence and adaptability you have and your support network. And look at what the meaning of resilience actually means to you, because it will mean different for everybody. So I'm going to leave you with this quote, and it's a quote from, as I said, Dr. Rick Hudson. Resilience is not just for surviving the worst day of your life. Resilience is for thriving every day of your life. Incredible quote, and lots in it if you reflect on it. Lovely to see you all again today. Please come back to me with any comments or ideas for next week would be great, on what you want to chat about, I am going to try and change things next week. I might go back to my personal page on Facebook or my business page, which is at sbbusiness.uk. Keep an eye out for my event. I want to try and make it an interactive room because I'd like to try and chat to people a bit more. And at the end of March, I'm going to be looking at doing a sofa chat in the garden, hopefully with the sunshine. And I'd like to invite one of you to come and join me. So if you've got 10 minutes on a Saturday, instead of sitting in your lounge, come and sit in my garden with me, social distancing, and let's talk about a subject that you want to talk about. So have a great week, take good care and stay safe. See you next week. Bye.